Welcome to Touch Technology Review. Today I'm going to unbox the brand new iPhone XR and take a look at the features and specifications. But before I do, a quick discussion about the differences between the XR and the XS models. So first of all, if you're looking to buy an iPhone now in 2018, you've got essentially three choices. The XS, which has a 5.9-inch display, the XR, which has a 6.1-inch display, and the XS Max, which has the largest display of them all, which is 6.5 inches. The other difference is that the XR has LCD technology on the display as opposed to OLED, which you find on both of the XS models. The XR has slightly lower resolution on the screen, so this may affect you if you're wanting to watch 4K or HD content. The resolution is not as great, so the picture quality isn't quite as good as on the XS in terms of viewing on the display. But you probably won't notice a difference for general purpose usage, for watching YouTube videos, taking photos and monitoring your video, etc. There's also a price difference. The XR comes in at around $300 cheaper than the starting price of the XS. So if you're on a budget, the XR is certainly worth considering. Also, the XR has aluminium edges as opposed to metal and has different color options available on the glass back. So if you're looking for some variety in terms of your color choices, the XR is certainly an option for you. If you look on the back of the XR, you'll notice there's only one lens as opposed to the twin lens setup that you'll find on the XS and XS Max. That second lens is a telephoto lens that really comes into play when you're traveling, trying to bring subject matter in closer, or if you go into portrait mode, it'll bring your subject closer to you and have a nice dramatic effect. Now, despite the fact that you only get the one lens, it still has very similar functionality. What it lacks in terms of hardware, it makes up in relation to the software capability. So you get 12 megapixels on the back, 7 megapixels on the front on both phones. It still has a portrait mode, so you can shoot in portrait mode and adjust your lighting styles, and you can also adjust the amount of background blur you get on the iPhone XR as you would on a XS. The difference is that when you use portrait mode on a XS, it uses that telephoto lens, so it brings the subject matter in closer to you, and it does look slightly better, and it does suit the portrait style of photography a little bit further. So even though the portrait mode is available on the iPhone XR, it's not quite as extensive as the one that's available on the XS. For some reason, they've disabled portrait mode if you're trying to take photos of still life, everyday objects, food shots, etc. It needs to recognize a human subject in order for portrait mode to work. Portrait mode lets you adjust the lighting style and also adjust the amount of background blur you're getting whilst taking the photo or after you've taken the photos. So that's an important thing to understand. If you're looking to get the best possible camera with the greatest versatility, then certainly the XS has a slight advantage there. But despite that very small difference, they've done a great job with the camera on the iPhone XR. And for everyday photos, you're going to get amazing results that are, for most purposes, comparable to the photos you're going to get on the iPhone XS. So let's move on to the unboxing. As you can see, the iPhone, as always, as could be expected, sits on the very top. We'll take a quick look. There's some plastic wrapping, which comes off very easily. And just beneath the iPhone is a sachet containing the paperwork, which is very minimal. Just a brief introductory guide, some Apple stickers, warranty information, and so on. And of course, the SIM card pin that allows you to open the SIM card slot and insert it on the side of the iPhone. It comes with a standard 5-watt wall charger and USB to Lightning cable. Even though the iPhone XR supports fast charging, if you want to take advantage of this feature, you'll need to purchase a fast charge adapter and USB-C to Lightning port cable separately. And you also get the Apple headphones, which connect via the Lightning port, as they've done away completely with the 3.5 audio jack on the base of the iPhone. The iPhone XR is available in product red, yellow, white, coral, black, and blue. It has a capacity of 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes, depending on which one you choose. It has a width of 75.7 millimeters, a height of 15.09 millimeters, and a depth of 8.3 millimeters. It weighs just 194 grams. It has the liquid Retina HD display, 6.1 inch diagonal, all screen LCD multi-touch display with IPS technology. Its resolution is 1792 by 828 pixels at 326 ppi. Now keep in mind, they've done away with Touch ID and it now uses Face ID to unlock your iPhone and access Apple Pay and make purchases within the iTunes store, etc. It includes the A12 Bionic chip, which is the next generation neural engine processing, exactly the same as you'll find on the iPhone XS and XS Max. So there's no disadvantages in terms of pure processing power. The glass back allows for wireless charging, and the iPhone XR is fully water resistant with an IP67 water rating, allowing you to submerge it in up to 1 meter depth of water for a maximum of half an hour. It's slightly less of a rating than you'll find on the XS, which is IP68, allowing you to submerge the phone in up to 2 meters of water for half an hour. In terms of video recording capability, no compromises have been made on the iPhone XR, capable of shooting 4K video at 24 frames per second, 30 frames per second, or 60 frames per second, 1080p HD video recording at 30 and 60 FPS, slow motion video support for 1080p at 120 FPS or 240 FPS, pretty much the same specs as you get on the iPhone XS and XS Max. So that's it from me today. Hope you enjoyed this video on the iPhone XR. If you've got any questions whatsoever, feel free to pop them in the comments box below. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye for now.